Aloha from Kilipohe, Ke Kanilohua. I guess it's been a little while since we did an update, so we can run around here and see what's up. Stuff has been growing. We had a pretty heavy duty rain shower the other night, which that's why we're missing some cinder here in the driveway. It was actually before sunset, so it was kind of a nice bit of light. I was able to walk around in the middle of it with the umbrella and watch it all flow. So it didn't actually flow into our little gutter here. It just kind of flowed down to like this area and then just went straight into the ground. So there's plenty of drainage around here somewhere. But the pineapple is doing really good. The tree fern looks like it's got a leaf that died. Maybe not getting enough water. Some weeds to pull in here. The kukui nut tree is doing awesome. More papaya trees. These papaya trees are... This is over my head now. This one seems like it's actually getting a flower, so we may know what it is. Male, female, or hermaphrodite soon. Olena's doing really good. I had Rhonda out here and mowed the apron a little bit a while ago. She's quite a little tank, that Rhonda. Really easy to drive around. On the house we continue with siding. Doing the lower portion. You can see there. And along the side over there. Also today, Jim wasn't here today, so it was just me. I had some things to take care of. But I also put some trim pieces right in there, and then on the top along in there. Nobody ever really going to see those ones on the top, so they're not terribly important. These guys are all primed and sealed up. Not terribly happy with this seam here. I'm not sure if we're going to put a piece of trim over it or not. You can see this, the shadow makes it really obvious. Maybe we'll paint it and see what we want to do. More siding back here. All this is done. All these are done. All of those are done. So just on to trim for this stuff. I had to go get 8 more sheets of siding, so hopefully that will be enough to finish the job. We've been making, I don't know if we can find one here. Well, this, yeah, that's a full piece. This piece here, this is one that we actually made, this lap joint right here with a table saw. So this piece is only a couple feet wide, and I gotta pull that nail out. This is what happens when you try to nail. There's a strap underneath here. The nail just goes sideways. Anyway, so we've been using, you know, sort of cut-offs. This was probably from a window or something. Made the lap there. It's just 2 feet wide and allows us to use another full sheet here, and this is another 2 foot wide piece from here to here, and so we're making as efficient use of the pieces of siding that we have. So because otherwise we just waste a ton of siding. We're also using cut-offs from doors and whatnot for, I'm gonna put a piece of siding in there instead of trim. I did have to buy these long 16-foot 1x6 siding pieces, but they're gonna go, so there'll be one continuous piece all the way up along there. But we have cut-offs for all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the front. We have cut-offs for all of that. Okay, well, let's go back to the menagerie back here. I have an ad on Craigslist that says, you know, wanted John Deere riding mower for parts. Working or not, I'll come pick it up and you don't have to deal with it. And that sort of came around from this guy, which is LJD. Eric gave me LJD, and I had that post up and got another mower just like him, and that's where I got his hood and his seat and some tires. And then I had the thing in there again, and that's where I got this one, which is called Jerry, because the guy I got it from is Jerry, and it's a big V-twin engine. And then just last week, I got another hit from another guy on Craigslist, and this is an X300 mower with hydrostatic drive and adjustable deck. And he gave me also this big huge bagging system, which is pretty new. This mower is actually in really good condition, but it is missing some parts. So you can see I fabricated a piece of sheet metal to go in there where it's missing the air cowling, and then that will go in like that. And I may have to buy one of these screens, or I may not. LJD doesn't have one, so. But at least now, you know, he'll have air going down into the engine, so I'll be able to run him. When I got it, it was, the carburetor was full of water, absolutely full of rusty, gross water. And I pulled the, this is the gas line. I pulled the gas line off and pulled the carburetor off. He didn't give it to me with the air cleaner, but he found that a little later. I got the carburetor off and cleaned it up, poked all the holes out, sprayed it out. Let's see if it'll start. So, starts and runs. I had a bad battery. That battery's off of Jerry. Didn't have any tires in the rear, so I had to get the mower that donated the hood and the seat to LJD had an extra set of tires on it, which is what's on LJD now. So these are LJD's tires. I just put them on there. They're missing a couple of parts, so I can't actually drive it yet. But so far, free, and some, this is leftover roofing that I pounded flat. A battery. That's all I got invested in it now. I have to try and figure out how to make some sort of a hood for it, because otherwise it'll just get rained on. And what else? Oh, it also came with this, with the deck. So it's complete. I could actually do some mowing. I got some extra blades. The deck seems in pretty good shape. So yeah, real hyped on that. Probably one of these guys will go away after we get Tommy. That's the new one's name, Tommy, because the guy who gave it to me was Tommy. after we get Tommy running, we'll get rid of one of the menagerie, probably LJD. I might take him and give him back to Eric, since I think the one that he had blew up. So maybe I can get some parts off it. And then Rhonda is still working good, I think. Let's see if she'll start for us. Yeah, one pull. Hadn't started in a while. And she mows really good. That was $50 and some parts. There was another mower called a Ronda 2. Got rid of it because it was really, really rusty, so it's now just Ronda now. But yeah, this is all that's left of Ronda 2. Well, I kept the motor, I kept the engine off of it, even though there's no carburetor, and nothing else. I don't know what that is. That might be, no. There is actually a native Hawaiian snake. It's about that big. That looks like an earthworm. The native Hawaiian snake is black in color. I found one once in the warehouse where I used to work. But anyway, that's the group now. Of course, we still have the wheelbarrow collection and the chipper, which works pretty good. And trailer, of course. So I put this whole mound was just getting overgrown like crazy, so I put this tarp on top of it, hoping it will kill all the plants, and we can go back to trying to dig out the dirt when it cools off a little bit. Okay, well, that's 12 minutes, and I don't know, it really seems like we haven't been doing much work on the house lately, but we're making progress when we can, and have an electrician supposed to be coming in a couple weeks, and a plumber who's supposed to also be coming in a couple of weeks, and we'll get going on roughing in electrical and plumbing, and then getting the inspection done, and then having the drywall put in, and decking, and flooring, and kitchen, and yada yada yada. Someday we'll actually move in. Okay, that's it for now. Aloha.